Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel, and this is your match review of Belgium 0, Morocco 2 in a very pathetic, pitiful, disgraceful performance from Belgium. Absolutely disgusting. If I was Belgian right now, my head would be hot, my blood would be boiling. Yeah? And you know what's crazy about this, yeah? I just found this out today. The quotes that came out from Kevin De Bruyne before the World Cup started on Belgium's chances, and he said no chance, we're too old. Now I'm gonna get to that a little bit later, because that comment in itself is disgraceful. Whether it's true or not, guys, you could think it's true. It probably is true. Why are you saying that publicly? We're gonna get to that later. Because first of all, I do want to give Morocco massive credit. I want to talk about Morocco first, and then we'll get into Belgium. But I want to talk about Morocco because I want to give them a lot of credit for their performance today in a deserved win, a very good performance, and yeah, we'll get into it. But before we do, please like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So, Morocco were very good today. Low-key, very underrated. I think there were a team in this group that I looked at and I thought to myself, you know what? You could get out this group. You could get out this group. Personally, I did believe that Belgium and Croatia would be the ones to get out just. But I thought, you know what? If there's anyone out of the four, out of Canada and Morocco, if there's one I trust to get out the group, I would say Morocco. They put themselves in a very good position with this win. They got that draw against Croatia in the first game. They've gotten this win today against Belgium, and they face Canada next. And I'm not sure if they do beat Canada, because it's one of those ones where the styles conflict. I feel like all these four teams, their styles conflict against each other, in which the games could be tight and really close for some reason. Because I feel like Belgium bring that, well, I thought they would have brought that experience and quality up front. Morocco is that defensive, solid team. You know, good structure about them, you know, undefeated, you know, can bring energy, and yeah, just a very well-placed system for the players. You know, then I thought Canada, with the high energy, the high press, they have the best athleticism out of all the teams probably, you know. And then obviously there's Croatia that bring in a mix of quality with stability as well, but lack quality up front, if you know what I mean. So I thought all their styles, the way they all play, would have all clashed with each other, and this group's going to be tight and close now after this win. Obviously we've got Croatia versus Canada next, and we'll see what happens there. But in terms of Morocco today, I felt like the thing I was most impressed by was defensively. The structure they had defensively. Yeah, to play the 4-3-3 today. That back four is low-key underrated. It's a back four people don't talk about enough. The fullbacks, Mazraoui, used to play for Ajax, is now at Bayern Munich. Hakimi of PSG. They got Roman Saiz, the former Wolves player. He obviously plays in Turkey now. And they got Agard as well, who plays for West Ham, I'm pretty sure. I think they bought him over the summer, I'm not quite sure. You look at that back four, yeah, it's very underrated. And obviously the goalkeeper had to get changed. Their first choice goalkeeper, just something was wrong with his eyes, so the second choice came in, and I thought he'd done a good job today, because mentally that's pretty difficult to know before the game. Well, mentally, he would have known he's probably going to be on the bench, the second choice goalkeeper that came in today. But then just before the game starts, they had to make a change. They had to make a change because the keeper just had a problem with his eyes. And yeah, fair play to the keeper, man. He done good today. So fair play to him. But in terms of the defensive structure, the midfield, the attack, it was just all well balanced. It was all well. The manager, he's only been there since August, guys, and he's already got a close relationship with the players. You could clearly see that by the way he celebrated the second goal, running over to the players, celebrating with them. All the players were hugging him in the end. So you can see that he's built that connection with those players. And I think the players like him more because he knows the culture of Morocco. He knows, you know, Morocco. Like his family's Moroccan. Do you get what I'm saying? French speaking as well. So that's pretty key as well. I know the previous manager didn't have that same connection with the players and had a bad relationship with one of the senior guys, one of the best players of Morocco, which is obviously Ziyech. So yeah, this manager's come in, he's built a good system, 4-3-3, defensively solid. We'll change to a 4-4-2 at times as well. Probably for the most part, they were 4-4-2 actually, especially in that first half to stop the gaps, to close on the spaces, to make sure that midfield is compact and not to allow Belgium to really get in between the lines and, you know, be effective with the ball. You know, Hazard today, rubbish. De Bruyne, rubbish. Michi, nothing up top. Victor in the middle, nothing. Onana was okay. The wing-backs, nothing. Like, it was nothing from Belgium today. And yeah, you just have to give Morocco their massive credit, man. And they got their goals in the end. Obviously, Ziyech's goal got disallowed, rightly so. The player was offside. And I think it was Saiss. He was offside and he tried to go for the ball. It's disturbing the play. It's involved in play when he's offside. So he had to get disallowed. It's annoying, but you know, he had to get disallowed. So it is what it is. And then you would have thought that Belgium would have learned from that. But clearly they didn't. They clearly did not. And Morocco go ahead and scored the exact same type of goal in the second half from the same exact side. From the same exact side. From the same exact side. I forgot which player scored. In fact, let me get the player that scored actually. So his name is Sabiri, number 11. Does something similar to what Ziyech did in the first half. He whips it in. Courtois, bad goalkeeping. Similar runs made from, I think, Saiss again. But this time he wasn't involved with anything. You know, the goal was perfectly fine. And the defence just... No one's covering that near post. Nobody's covering that near post. You would have thought that Belgium would have learnt from the first goal. They clearly did not. They clearly didn't. And the worst thing is, the foul leading up to that goal was stupid from Meunier. Absolutely stupid. What are you doing? The player's going nowhere and you're fouling him. For what? What are you doing? Really, really pathetic, man, from Meunier. And obviously they get the goal. And then Belgium just nothing. Nothing before the goal. Nothing after the goal. Morocco sat back. They defended well. Big guns like Lukaku came on. Nothing. Knocked him out the game. No problem. Mertens came on. Nothing. De Bruyne. Shocking game again. Your country needed you, mate. Your country needed you. No excuses this tournament. No excuses for Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, but he's finding a way out before the tournament. Yeah, already making excuses before the tournament. Saying, we're too old. We're too old. No chance we win this World Cup. No chance we go far. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Them comments from De Bruyne were pathetic. Because let's be honest, yeah, in terms of this Belgium side, if anybody was going to do anything for this side to do well, it was going to be Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, that's what everyone was saying. That's what the media was saying. That's what the fans were saying. Yeah, De Bruyne has to be the man that rises this team up. Because Hazard, it looks like he's finished. He looks done. He looks done, man. And it's sad to see. It's sad to see. He looks done. He looks done. This is why I unfortunately don't want him back at Chelsea. I know a lot of fans want him back at Chelsea for sentimental reasons. I love Hazard more than you can believe. I love Hazard. I wanted him to do well today. Yeah, I wanted him to do well today. He didn't. He had a shocking game, just like De Bruyne did. Just like Michi did. Yeah? The second goal. Ball over the top. Ziyech takes a touch. He's dribbling with it. He does a piece of skill to get past the defender. Yeah? Creates that extra space for himself. He passes it. And then the player scores. I know his name, but I'm just not going to pronounce it because I don't want to butcher it or disrespect it. I'm just going to say he's number 14. So number 14, he scored. Really good goal. It was the only place he could have put it, really, considering the ball was behind him and the position he was in and the time he had. He had to hit it first time and he had to put it in the roof of the net. Fair flipping play to him. Fair play to him. Now, when it comes to Belgium, the first thing I want to say is the fact that this generation of players was handed to Roberto Martinez is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace, bruv. Absolute disgrace. Roberto Martinez is clueless, bro. For the past few years, this guy has been clueless. He's been clueless since 2018 World Cup. Well done. You did well in 2018. You did very well. And you were lucky to lose against France. I watched that game. I remember at the time. It was a very even game. But France got that 1-0. Umtiti, if you remember. They were very unlucky they came third place. Had a good tournament overall. But it felt like if they was going to win the World Cup, it would have been then. Since then, Roberto Martinez has been clueless. He keeps playing the same system. The players keep getting older. I'm still seeing Vertonghen at the back. Alderweireld. Really? Bruv, I can guarantee you guys, after that 2018 tournament, Vertonghen must have looked at the situation and been like, you know what, this is probably going to be my last tournament. A couple of young talents are probably going to come through and they're going to take my place. He's probably still thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Bruv, no wonder Belgium's team ain't doing shit. No wonder they're unmotivated. No wonder they were a disgrace in today's game and they didn't play well in the last game. No wonder. Because De Bruyne is out here saying they've got no chance. Most of the players are not motivated. Lukaku's been injured for most of the season. Hazard doesn't play for Real Madrid. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't perform for his country. Vertonghen and Alderweireld are still playing. Witsel is finished in the middle of the park. Dries Mertens is still coming on. Who does Dries Mertens even play for at club level? This team is not motivated. This team don't care. They're done. They're like, they don't want to be there. The way they're performing, they do not want to be there. So you know what they need to do? They need to scrap the whole thing. After this World Cup for them, all the experienced players, bye. Yeah, Belgium need to start getting in youth now. They need to start creating a new team now. A younger team that are going to be energized. They're actually going to be motivated. They're actually going to want to prove something to the world. Because this team is done out here. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't want to be with the national team. Hazard, he's done out here. Lukaku, injuries. Vertonghen, he's finished. Alderweireld, finished. How can you come out before the tournament and say we've got no chance, we're too old? You're basically saying to the whole world, you're saying to the whole world to see. You're saying that for the whole world. The whole world, you're telling the whole world that you got no chance. You're telling the whole world that you're pretty much finished. You're telling the whole world that you're going to do nothing. That's cowardly from De Bruyne. That's cowardly because everybody knows he was the main man of that Belgium team. When you look at it from each player's situation, like I said, Lukaku, injuries. So how are you going to blame him? Hazard, he's not been playing for Real Madrid and he's just not the same player anymore. How are you going to get onto him? De Bruyne is the one who's on form. De Bruyne is the one who still plays at a very high level out of all of the attackers that Belgium have. Pressure, my friend. He decides to be a coward and tries to put less pressure on himself by saying, "Nah, we're too old. We're too old. We've got no chance. We're too old. We're not going to do anything." Coward. Coward. And he didn't perform in these games today. Was pathetic today. Was pathetic the last game. He's a disgrace. I don't care what anybody tells me. Whether it's true or not, you do not say that publicly. I get it. Playing with Michy Batshuayi is not a good thing. I know he's not Erling Haaland. I get that. I get that. I get it. I get it. I know you. I know he's shit. But you De Bruyne, I'm going to start a dialogue because this guy does not perform for his country as much as you lot think he does. He had some good games at the 2018 World Cup. For Belgium throughout the whole years, since 2014, Hazard's always been the main man. And just when Hazard needs you to step up because he's finished and he's not the same player anymore, you're like, nah. Pathetic. If I was Belgian, I'd be pissed off. My blood would be boiling. I'd want all the experienced players gone out of this team. And I'd want a new team ready for 2026. They're not going to go through. They're not going to go through. Based on this attitude, based on these performances, they're not going through. There's absolutely no chance. There's no chance. Who have they got next? They got, who have they flipping got next, man? They face Canada. They've got Croatia next. They probably don't beat them. Let's see how Croatia perform today. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Well done to Morocco. Fair play to them. Really good game to them for them. And Belgium, pathetic, disgraceful. There's nothing else to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Follow my social media down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the review of the next game. Boy, oh boy, Belgium. That was really pathetic. Anyway, peace.